Hello, you wonderful people. So, as you can read by today's video title, this is me basically talking about the whole female doctor controversy, which I didn't even know was controversy until yesterday. Mainly, ahead of time, I'll give you some facts. I did know there was going to be a female doctor. I've seen the videos that were trending and stuff like that, but I chose not to watch them. Why? Because there's a whole part of my brain that's like, I want to be surprised when Christmas rolls around and then I get revealed, because like the videos, like the thumbnails didn't reveal like the actress. If you don't know, the new doctor is an actress named Jodie Whittaker, which I'm not familiar with any of her work, but to be fair, that's the same thing that applies to every doctor. I'm not familiar with a doctor's work until them post being on Doctor Who, because then I'm like, oh, I know you from Doctor Who, but now I subsequently see you in this other stuff too. So it typically works like that. But it wasn't until yesterday that I found out it was a controversy, because I was watching a video and I read part of the title as female doctor controversy. Did not realize it was talking about doctor as in Doctor Who. I thought it was just like, oh, a female doctor, like, oh, some controversy about a female doctor. Didn't correlate the two until I started watching the video. And my opinion about this whole thing is, why is there controversy? Like, can't we just accept it as being like, oh man, this is pretty cool, and just move on? Like, does it have to be an issue? There are people literally going hashtag not my doctor, which I get it. I mean, that could apply to any aspect of it, because it's like, oh, your favorite doctor is leaving the show and you're just like, oh, I don't want to see a new doctor. That I understand, because that's like everyone's felt that at some point in time, you know? My personal favorite doctor being Matt Smith, number 11. So, but everyone's got their favorite, and even then it's like, I'm not going to shit on Eccleston, Tennant, or Capaldi, because they all did fantastic jobs. But everyone has their favorite doctor nonetheless. But I just think it's a little, like, legitimately silly that people are getting so hurt by this. It's like, the doctor being a lady is going to ruin the show. It's no longer your Doctor Who because now she's a lady. What? Come on, you gotta admit that sounds a little silly. I mean, because people are looking at this as like, oh, this is the show trying to be all politically correct and inclusive, which, even if that was the case, is that such a problem anyway? I mean, that's fine if they decided to do that anyway. I mean, even if they had those motives for doing it, fine. But at the same time, it's like, who's to say they haven't been thinking about this for a long time? I mean, Missy is proof of concept of like, hey, Time Lords can be ladies, like Time Lords can transition genders. Here's the Master, he's back as Missy. So at most, they've been thinking about it since at least season 8 / or series 8 at most. I mean, who's to say they haven't been thinking about it even longer? I mean, the show's been around for a very long time. You're acting like they're not entitled to kind of change things up. They literally change things up with every new doctor, so how is this any different? Like, I don't get it. That's the same thing I said yesterday. I don't see the issue in this. I walked away from it like, hey, this is gonna be pretty cool, because I'm always interested to find out more about the next doctor, because every actor plays the doctor a little bit differently, because there's certain aspects to the doctor that changes from actor to actor. One might like bow ties, one might like changing their sonic screwdriver into sunglasses just because they think it's cool. I'm also curious to see how, because I haven't looked into anything, so I don't know if Bill is coming back or not. Definitely want to see the dynamic between the new doctor and Bill. I mean, because typically, there's always that little bit of a thing between the doctor and one of his companions. Typically, it doesn't work out. The only time to my knowledge, the only time that ever really worked out was like Rose, but I don't count that because there's an asterisk beside that situation, because it's like, yeah, she got with like a half human copy of the doctor, so it somewhat counts. But there's always a little bit of a thing between most companions. I shouldn't say all, because I mean, some ended up just moving on, like Martha and Amy. But you have people like Donna who was like, no, let's just travel together. I'm not interested in you like that, so let's travel together. I just personally, I mean, at the end of the day, this is just my opinion. Everyone is entitled to theirs, but I just think people are being a little too silly. Nevertheless, I don't know. It just kind of took me by surprise that there would be such backlash from something like this. So, I mean, personally, I don't think it will have an effect on the show overall, because I mean, this is the direction they're going, and it's perfectly fine. I'm sure there are going to be plenty of people still tuning in, and maybe there's going to be even newer fans coming in just because they're like, oh wow, there's a female doctor, that's cool. At the end of the day, like I said, I just get the feeling, I feel like it's just such a silly thing to get mad about. Once again, everyone's entitled to their own opinion. So my question to you is, how do you feel about this whole thing? Look, break it down to me. Like, if you are on the side of someone that's like so pissed off about this whole situation, do let me know. I want to understand why people are so pissed about this. I mean, let me know your thoughts and everything in the comments down below. But really, that's all I wanted to talk about in this video. Till the next time we meet, be happy, be safe, live life to the fullest, and enjoy it. Good day and goodbye.